Oh, hey, just checking something. Uh, I putting something up here in front of my webcam to keep the glare off, and I just want to make sure that it was recording, but that's neither here nor there. So, seeing on the news about I think she was a 19-year-old woman. I'm not sure where she's from. I can't remember. That had the little baby, and she shot and killed an intruder that came into her house. Now comes the question. Of course, the question's been out there, but comes the question: should you be allowed to shoot and kill if somebody invades your home? For a long time, they said no. For a long time, it was like you should walk away from the situation, even if you are in your own home, to avoid hurting somebody, which I always thought was wrong. So, this woman, she's a new mother. She's 19. She's a new mother, and she's a widow. Her husband just passed away. He died of cancer. So, she was living alone. And she said on the day of her husband's funeral that this man came by the house. And, of course, you have a lot of relatives and stuff at home at that time. And she says that he knocked on the door. I don't know if she talked to him or somebody else talked to him. But anyway, not sure what he was even doing there. But she says she did not know who he was. And then that night when she heard somebody trying to break in, she recognized him as being the man that had come to the door on the day her husband died. Apparently, he probably came there to scope things out. And then figured that her being a young woman and just, a widow and her husband was dead and she lived there alone with baby, she'd be an easy target. So him and some other guy came and they broke into the house. Well, she went into the bedroom and she barricaded herself. She put a bottle in the baby's mouth, to pacify the baby. And of course, the baby's too young to know what was going on. So she barricaded herself behind a couch. Um, she called 911. She asked them if it was okay if they came in, if she shot them. And the 911 operator was like, I'm not going to tell you to do it, but I will tell you to do what you have to protect your baby. So the door was locked. The door to the room where she was at was locked. And the guy came through the door, busted through the door, and was coming over the couch with a big hunting knife at her. And she shot him. And she killed him. So the other guy that was there, he ended up running and leaving. I think he turned himself in or they caught him. One of the two. I know he's in jail. And so this goes to show if this guy was coming at her with a hunting knife, he was not going to just show off the knife and show it to her. He meant harm to her. He was going to do one of two things. He was going to maybe hold the knife to her neck while he raped her, or he was going to do that and then cut her up and disfigure her and possibly kill her. So she shot and killed him. Most people believe she did the right thing. I think she did the right thing. I really do. I believe she did the right thing. He was in her home. She had to protect herself and the child. But there are some people, and this one, and I can't believe this woman had the nerve to say this, said that she had no right to shoot that man and she should have waited for the police. Well, the police are not there when the man is coming at you with a hunting knife. So what you're going to do, you're going to let him rape you and cut on you and wait till the police get there to arrest him. Meanwhile, you're scarred mentally and emotionally for the rest of your life. No, the woman had every right to do exactly what it was that she did. And that's like they used to say, if somebody comes into your home, then you leave the home. Before you shoot anybody, that you have to leave your home or you're going to be the one charged with murder, which that's crazy. I believe that homeowners should be able to shoot whoever comes into their house when that person is not a family member or not somebody you know. If it's just an intrusion, you should be able to shoot. And when you shoot, shoot to kill. That's my theory. Because if you don't shoot to kill, when they get out, they might come back. And if it were me, I'm not taking any chances. And that's just the way it is. And so what do you think about it? Do you think that people ought to have a right to arm themselves and to shoot invaders? And some people also think, well, if it's dark and what if somebody's coming in and you don't really see who they are? It might be a family member. No. Let your family members know if they come in, they better let you know that they're there. And if you've got a plan in place, then they're going to know, Mom, it's me. Mom, the husband will let his wife know, the wife will let her husband know, blah, blah, blah. You know, and plus I'm sure if somebody's breaking in on you, it's not gonna be like somebody's just gonna open the key and come on in. So, and 9 chances out of 10, they might have a gun too. So if they come in and they're lunging at you, they mean you harm. So I say self-defense and good for her. And until next time, bye bye.